So you see everyone do those grocery hauls, but have you ever seen anyone do a dumpster haul? We went out to the local dumpster tonight and we got a bunch of fresh fruits and some vegetables, some jalapenos, some herb even. So you see all those people that do all of the hauls. This one split open on the way home, so we'll give that to our lizard. But you see a bunch of people do the grocery hauls and say, oh, it's $400 for this, $400 for that. Well, this was all free, safe from the landfill.
You are not going to believe what I found in the Aldi dumpster. Not just this, but not one pack of muffins, a case of muffins in the Aldi dumpster. They are Best Buy today. You should be disgusted, and not because I took these out of the dumpster. You should be disgusted that they were in the dumpster and that they did not donate these or discount them to where somebody could enjoy them. I'm gluten-free. I can't eat these. I'm going to give them away. But you should be disturbed because we are paying for this. When we buy our food, it's not just the economy. This impacts the prices of our food. Their waste, the waste of these places, this is not just one Aldi's location. This is every Aldi's location. They're all throwing things away.
We are watching a fundamental shift in how people survive in this country. You don't grow up dreaming of climbing into a metal bin behind a strip mall to feed your family. But with grocery bills doubling and paychecks staying flat, the unthinkable has quietly become the everyday reality for a lot of working people. Across the country, ordinary folks are turning to dumpster diving just to put dinner on the table. And what they are finding isn't just a testament to their own desperation. It is a glaring indictment of a corporate food system that would rather throw thousands of pounds of fresh food into the garbage than let it cut into their profit margins.
Alright y'all, I went dumpster diving and this is what I found. I came across this store and I saw an employee bringing out 3 shopping carts full of stuff. So of course, after he went in, I pulled my happy little butt right on up and had to check it out. Unfortunately, all of this stuff was thawed, which probably means their freezer went out.
So why shop at the front of the store when you can shop at the back of the store?
Looks like they cleared out all their pre-made stuff. We got all our snack packs here. I think I might take all these like ginger shots. They're not even bad. They didn't even go bad yet. Usually I'm just taking stuff to feed our chickens, but these are obviously haven't gone bad. Because really, you know, we've evolved for millions of years. Like, your sense of smell is your best friend when you're like considering questionable stuff, right? Just give it that good old sniff test. Dude, dill pickles, like packed olives don't go bad. We got case packs of these dilly bites. Yeah, the deeper I dig, it's more and more apparent. Like, I'm pretty sure their freezer failed here. I think I'm just gonna take this whole box. This is the first thing I'm gonna drink here. I know a few people who dive in this area. I'll shoot them a message on TikTok and let them know they gotta get out here. There's some good stuff. Because I didn't take nearly all of it. The Aldi's right over there, their like freezer must have gone down. So it's like full of snack, all like the to-go stuff you can get. I just picked some stuff up. We have one of these ginger shots. It's all frozen.
What a jackpot, man. You loaded this. Oh my gosh, bro, the car's already getting loaded. I don't think we're able to fit all of them in. Oh my gosh, look at all these shifts, guys. All these boxes. Man, what do you got, man?
My cookies.
Your cookies, man? With some milk. Cookies. Holy cow, man, so much stuff in here.
Grocery prices are higher than ever, and yet this is what a grocery store dumpster looks like. These are perfectly fine, just got thrown out because the package is open. Packages are dinged. Killed a tuna so it could end up in a trash can. Berries. These are starting to go moldy. I actually understand why they end up throwing a lot of these away.
I actually need to start a new compost, so this is perfect. I'm going to focus on this instead of the stuff that you can still eat.
Eggs. I bet one of these cracked. Can't plant a chicken, but you can use it as fertilizer. Ripped package. Open package. Onions. Got one that's bad. Greek yogurt. Dinged up container. Still sealed though. Another bag of grapes that's been opened. And another. Bananas. There's always so many bananas. We overthrew so many countries to have enough bananas that we can just throw them away. Still tons of food left, but I'm literally out of room. All right, one trip. Time to separate this out and
Everything I can't eat, I'm going to compost in place to build this herb spiral. It's too late for it to feed people directly, but it can go back into being soil and it'll feed people eventually. Good eggs out, and then the rest, even their packaging, can be composted. All the lactic acid bacteria that ferments yogurt, that's great for composting. So many berries go to waste in this country. Most of their time being ripe is spent being shipped around. By the time they get to the store, they only have a couple days before they get moldy. And it's a good thing all the citrus is getting thrown away. It's not like our citrus groves are dying.
Nobody wants to eat that.
Or moldy potatoes. Then the fun part, breaking it down into smaller pieces with a shovel. Then putting all the single-use plastics back in the trash because you can't use it for anything, but at least it fed people, right? I did manage to save a bunch of citrus, onion, potatoes, and some eggs, and all these clamshells that I can start seeds in.
Then put all the extra food in my little free pantry to give away because I can't eat all this.
Not that I necessarily like finding good stuff still in dumpsters, but it's always when I roll up in flip-flops, there's usually good stuff because I can't hop in. But we'll see. Take this whole box, a to-go box. That's what I call it, a to-go box. Still not gonna hop in. Not in these babies. Said lemons. When life gives you lemons from a lemonade, life gives you lemons from a dumpster, you make lemonade. I just went to the grocery store yesterday and I literally bought one lemon because I'm like, a bag or one? And I'm like, I'm just gonna buy one. Lemons. We'll check them for recalls when we get home because whenever there's one of the same thing, sometimes you gotta be careful. Ooh, I'll take this for my hamster. Some appies and appies. We taking the appies. Not hopping in. All for lemons. All right, so I did come in, but just quickly. Grab these cans because what happens is when one is broken or the box is broken, they throw them all away.
It finally happened. Late last night, I found a massive bread stash while dumpster diving. Companies will throw out day-old bread and baked goods, and as you can see, they're all individually wrapped in plastic bags, so I feel perfectly fine taking them. Since I found way too many loaves of bread for my small RV to handle, I decided to make some goodie bags for the homeless that I'm hoping to give out before work today. First things first, I cut up the pieces that I wanted to keep for myself. I've completely stuffed my freezer and my fridge everywhere has bread and baked goods. First thing this morning, I got up super early and did a compost run to see if I could find any fresh fruits and vegetables, and I sure did. I ended up grabbing some apples, bananas, cauliflower, some broccoli, and some celery. And this is how I clean my fruits and vegetables that I grabbed from the compost bin. I use Trader Joe's fruit and vegetable wash and leave it in the cold sink for quite a while to clean off everything. I also ran to Target for a couple more essentials that I would use to construct the goodie bags. Each bag gets half a loaf of bread that I individually wrapped with foil or wax paper, and then they got these little box of craisins, little packets of peanut butter. And then I found these disposable wipes. So half the bag got the disposable wipes, and I didn't have enough wipes, so the other half got little mini deodorants. Then I picked through all the apples that I found the ones that had the least amount of bruises, which honestly, they were all perfectly fine. The ones with bruises, I'll cut up later for myself. Then I took bananas, and I was a couple bananas short, so I just grabbed some from my stash. And here we have it. I ended up with 10 bags. I'm going to drive around the areas that I know have the most homeless and hand them out before work tonight.
We're doing a little bit of dumpster diving. Here's our first stop. This is behind the pet store. We're hoping to get some dog food. Looks like it's mostly boxes. We're gonna do some digging. Let's see. Very nice boxes. Oh, I am gonna grab these. These will be turned into vegetable shopper bags. Next one is CVS. The gate is open, which means it's probably been emptied. Okay, so we got plants. Okay, some sparkling water, 2 packages. There's more, we're gonna see if we can get those too. Okay, and here's all the plants. Just gotta get them loaded. Next stop, Aldi. Lots of like packing stuff. There is some food down there, so I'm gonna do some digging. Oh, pizza. Pretty light today. Look at that box. Got a can. Take that. Ooh, I see another pizza down there, so I'm gonna stop recording and try to grab that pizza. All right, we also got organic bananas down in here. Leaving these for the next person, because I know there are other people that dumpster dive here. Ooh, I also got some eggs. So just 2 broken, so 10 good eggs. Give them a good rinse, toss them in the fridge. All right, here's the final Aldi haul. I found 2 cans of carrots and 3 cans of East mushroom soup, the 10 eggs. These are the bananas I'm taking, and I have 3 pizzas. Let's get them loaded. All right, we're gonna see if we can get into the dollar store. Okay, I see like one thing in there I want. I might try to get that bin, but this is as far as it opens, so. Okay, this is the only thing I was able to get out of there. It's just like a flash memory game. We'll see if it works. It might just need batteries. All right, we are at a consignment shop. It's not looking good. Oh, found some scrap metal. Those I think are brake rotors or something, and that might be, yeah. So I'm gonna grab those, and that one's pretty beat up, so just gonna grab those. Okay, I also found a head in here. Okay, we are now at these metal bins, and there are people that leave food outside of these. So we're gonna take that because technically, since it's not in the bin, first of all, they don't accept food. It's clothing. Second of all, when it's outside of the bin, it is considered refuge or abandoned property because it's just in this parking lot at that point. So I can 100% take this, plus if I don't, it's probably gonna get rained on and ruined, so I'm gonna grab that. This is crazy. There's so much food in here. I'm not sure about this. I don't know how long this has been here. But the rest of it is all just canned goods, so it should be fine. All right, this should be our last stop of the day. This is another grocery store. Yeah. All these bags are like, you can kind of see like the meat packaging. So this one I can't check in the summer because it smells horrendous. There is some stuff down there. I don't think it's worth getting into. This is also a very tall dumpster, so I'm kind of bummed. There are some cans down there, which would probably be fine. And some like frozen dinners, which would probably not be fine at this point, but I'm not gonna be able to get them. And I think they're like olives. We won't even eat them, so unfortunately we're gonna have to leave those behind. But that's just how it goes sometimes. And yeah, so that's all the stuff we got today. That was just, I think maybe like an hour, maybe less. So we did pretty good today. You can see all of our stuff back there and an unconscious toddler. So we're gonna go home and get everything unloaded and put away.
Welcome back to Trash Food, where I make a meal out of food I found in the dumpster. On my last dive, I found a million bananas, and they're starting to get too ripe, so it's time to make banana bread. I've already completely filled my freezer with bananas for smoothies, and I'm at this point pretty much eating them every single day. Now, for this banana bread, once again, I didn't use a recipe. I don't ever use recipes, so if you don't like chaotic cooking, then this probably isn't the place for you. At this point, I'm just kind of throwing things in here that I know is in banana bread. Oh, and I added this hemp protein powder just for the hell of it. And this is me just adding some baking soda, like not even measuring it, whatever. And some maple syrup for sweetness. And here we go. That's the mixture. Poured it into a little pot and gonna try to cook it in my RV oven. I've never cooked banana bread in this oven. We'll see how it goes. Now it's time for dinner. And the last time I went on a dive, I found like a massive supply of fresh turmeric. I've never cooked with fresh turmeric, but I wanted to put it in some kind of rice mixture because I'm making stuffed peppers. So we've got fresh turmeric, cumin, and salt mixed with this rice. Now these peppers are from a previous dive. They've been sitting in my fridge for a little while, and even after sitting in my fridge for a week or so, they're still super fresh. There was nothing wrong with them when I found them. So I'm going to chop them up along with an onion that I'd found previously. I'm actually going to be driving across the country in a few days, and so I'm trying to use up all the food that I have in my RV so that I don't have to be weighed down while I'm driving. Now, something that I seem to find a lot of is this specific kind of pepper. I don't know what kind it is. It's like a mild jalapeno, kind of. I also find a million onions. I am always drowning in onions. Now, this is one of my favorite things in the world. It's this soy chorizo from Trader Joe's. It is so good. I make so many things with it. It's one of my staple foods. Oh my God. And here is the rice. It literally was probably the best tasting rice I've ever made. All right, so I took the peppers and steamed them in the Instant Pot for a hot second, then added some cheese and stuck them in the oven. And this is what the banana bread looked like. It turned out awesome. Seriously, no complaints. Now for the peppers, all the vegetables, including the turmeric for the rice, was found in the dump. And for the banana bread, the bananas and the oat milk were found in the dump. Everything else I either had on hand or bought. And that's another episode of Trash Food. It's time for me to go to work. Bye!
This is what it looks like when the entire freezer section at Target fails.
Don't want to get caught here. Look at all this cheese, but it's been out here a couple of days and it's been kind of warm. You can see it's like deformed. Got lots of meat, tons of organic milk in a dumpster. And stuff like this, it's like, that's probably fine, right? Pork sausage. I bet you these pickles are fine.
But how can you find something like this? Well, you got to keep an eye out for the roll-offs behind these big box stores. Yes, they all do have compactors, but when they're throwing away a ton of stuff, like when this freezer fails, they're going to get a roll-off because they don't want to just like fill up that compactor in one go, or they're throwing out a lot of big stuff they can't fit in there. So that's why I always swing behind those big box stores and those plazas just to see if there's one back there, and I take a peek in, and that's how you find it.
It was empty the other day when we were here. Ooh, we got some goodies today.
Or Blake could just open his window.
So do not sell. Ooh, big ducky. Holy shit. Yeah. Salsa? Y'all like the sticks, right? Yeah. Holy shit, there's a whole thing of salsa. Salsa! Oh my god. There's more salsa. Oh, there's cheese. But I don't know how long that's been in here. Oh, there's a little baby bean dip. Oh, here's some cheese. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Oh. Jalapeno popper dip. Ooh. Oh, stop it. Fucking Dorito pretzels. There's a lot of salsa. These bags have holes in them. Shoot. Oh, I love this stuff. Okay. Dude. Okay. See. Oh my god.
What?
Ouch. Why'd you stack it up like that?
Because
those are gonna fall.
there's more room.
Oh, that's some stuff in there at this Home Depot. They're getting rid of all these carts, pallet racking, but they're getting paid for this, so you can't take from it. But that's trash, so let's check it out. And this one is empty, but we will come back and check now that we know it's here. Look at those bananas. You can make a lot of banana bread with that. We're in the process of moving. I don't have time to process that many bananas. All the way from Ecuador just to get tossed out like that, huh? What a shame. Alright, we're never here.
Christmas is over!
It's all gingerbread houses. Best before April 2026. I think if I take these, kids will actually build them. You know, we're gonna take a few boxes. Yeah, this is what happens after every major holiday. All the theme stuff gets tossed like this. Those beef sticks? What? Jerky? Good.
Here we go. Not too many bins out, but it's okay. Because they are full of dumpster burgers. Lean ground beef. She's kind of empty. Laura's lean beef. Okay, we'll try some of Laura's lean beef. It's gonna be all. It's gonna be all Laura's lean beef. Laura got a lot of beef. These, I think these were good. Yes, those were good. These were great, actually. This one's under pressure. We are gonna bail. Actually, I don't even think that's under pressure. I think that's just how it was sealed. That's fine. Okay, this is Burger City over here. We got lamb loin chops. Wow. And sewer salmon. What is this thing? Let's stay in there. The animals have enough to eat. Okay, I'm gonna load this up and go to the next one.
We're gonna see what's in the dumpsters today. We're at CVS, and I'm for sure getting milk crates. Might take 1 gallon of milk, but well, for sure, milk crates. Let's get them out. All right, we'll try that. But also got 2, 4, 6 milk crates. Okay, first I have to show you this really cool vehicle next door. And now going into the Aldi dumpster, where we got a whole lot of nothing. Okay, and this is where we always move things, because that was under there. And now we're gonna check the dollar store. It's actually unlocked today, which is nice, because there's a lot of metal shelving in there. I'm gonna see how much I can get out, and we will scrap that. Alright, I'm glad I kept digging, because I also found muffins, donuts, more donuts, and a little bit of yarn. Alright, and there's the scrap. Alright, we're at the second glance. It's a consignment store. It's pretty gnarly on this side, but it looks like there's a bag of DVDs over there, so I'm just gonna go to the other side and peek. Yes, so definitely a huge bag of DVDs. I might take the discs because my mom does a craft with them, but it also might take too long. We'll see. I might take some. Alright, I could have kept going, but this is the stack I got. And I did grab the whole box of Spirit because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. Okay, we're at one of the stores, and this is why I only check this one in like the winter. You see all those flies, but holy moly, we're gonna see if we can get a few things today. It doesn't actually smell bad today, but the flies are already pretty crazy. All right, so I ended up with this many eggs. Hopefully are not gonna make a huge mess. cheese, bread, tortillas. We will get it all home and cleaned up and sorted, but it is all still cold. So I'm very excited. I'm literally like red in the face. I'm so excited. Are you guys excited?
No.
They're excited. All right, we're at a plant nursery and there's a worker right out there. So I'm gonna be like fast and sneaky. Okay, there were like a couple plants in the plant nursery dumpster, but they looked like they were already dead. And again, that worker was right there. So I just casually was looking at the wood pallets next to it and then just drove off. I did make eye contact with her at some point and just kept driving. So what is this hair doing right here? Anyway, we gotta bring everything in or put it all away, and I'll let you know what we found and give you the full rundown of all the food that we found today, which I'm very excited about. All right, here it is, the entire haul minus the metal bars that I already threw on the scrap trailer. Got about 12 and a half eggs. I think there's 4 or 5 packages of tortillas, cheese, 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 and cheese. I just grabbed 3 loaves of bread, donuts, and there's a thing of muffins back there, all the almond milk, orange juice, there's a lemonade back there, chocolate milk. These still need to be checked. They're not, I'm not sure about these. These might end up getting dumped. That's okay. All of the CDs and some yarn, and this ended up, the cord is cut, so I'm just giving this to my girls. They like playing DJ, so perfect. And a random Mother's Day card.
Boys, unfortunately, at their horrendous second job, and the amount of food waste in this country is incredible. This shit is filled to the brim. The other one is locked. I can't even show that, but fire me though. But this is wild. Capitalism is crazy.
Guys, King Candyman today. Look at this dumpster. Candy, 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 candy. It's all candy. The whole dumpster is all candy, and I don't want the bags to rip. So what I'm going to try to do is nicely get these out with the whole entire world watching me right now. Easter candy, yep. Fruit chews, carrot, frickin' snippers. What the hell is that, a pickle sniffer? Guess if somebody comes, I'll just give them some candy. That is all Sour Patch straws. There ain't no way. There's like 16 bags of candy in here, dude. I can't handle this much candy. No way, dude. Easter egg, Sour Patch strudels. This is rough. Not gonna lie, I can't leave it. Those dumps are getting picked up any minute, though. These are heavy, heavy candy. Hey, everybody. Woo, look at me. Woo. No way, dude. Yo. What? Fucking jackpot, dude. Come out and get me. I don't care. I'm taking all the candy. Oh, wow. It's all Sour Punch straws. Sour Punch straws. I see Sour Patch Kids. Ooh. Oh. Are you for real? The whole thing's like 75 more bags of candy, dude. What do we got here? All Sour Punch poppin' candies and Peeps. Funny Peeps. Oh, I see toys. Fruity Pebbles and toys. It's 80 degrees out here. I'm glad I got here right now. I see Peeps. I see whatever this is. Holy candy. Woo! No way. Dole jelly beans. Sour Patch strudel wafers. Hell yeah. More Fruity Pebbles. I wasn't gonna come here today, and look what happened. I freaking came here today. Oh no, that's busted open. Not good. Oh wow. Chocolate in this one. I'm glad I got here. Chocolate. Yuckies? No. Whoa. It's all the grossest candy in the world. That's what that strawberry smell is. Freaking stinks. What the hell are these? Like reapers? What is that? Candy power. It's too much. Still one more whole bag, dude. Freaking done. That one too. Oh, that's gross. They sludged that out. They didn't sludge any of the candy this time. I got lucky. Alright, well, I'm full. Whoa. I can't believe I got this. I don't even want this shit.
When you see perfectly good meat, dairy, and produce tossed out back by places like Aldi, Target, and CVS, you realize this isn't an accident. It is a feature of a broken system. We are living in a country where millions of families are actively stressing over the price of a dozen eggs, while major grocery chains write off massive dumpsters full of them as a standard business loss. It is incredibly bleak that eating out of the trash has essentially been rebranded as an extreme budgeting hack for the working class. It shows a complete disconnect between the corporate retail machine and the daily reality of the people holding this economy together. If folks have to resort to foraging behind big box stores just to survive the week, then the economic policies we are being sold are fundamentally failing the everyday American. I want to know what you are seeing in your own neighborhoods. Have you noticed more people resorting to extreme measures like this just to cover their grocery bills? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.